Nutrition tips to help you shred up for the summer naturally. Class in session. What's going on? This is Sergio from Surgefit, and today I'm going to talk to you about nutrition tips, how to shred up your body for the summer naturally. Let's get right into it. So, the first tip we're going to touch on is eating whole foods over processed foods. Okay, this is a very basic thing. But the reason we want to work on eating whole foods first and foremost are foods that grow from the ground, grow in a tree, vegetables, nuts, some fruits, and also walk on land, any type of proteins. All right, whole foods are going to be loaded with nutrients, loaded with vitamins and minerals that your body can assimilate naturally and understands and knows, so that you can use the food and the energy, process it, and then eliminate it. All right, processed foods got all kinds of artificial flavors, fillers, gums, and things of sorts that slow your body down. Your body is not going to be able to process it efficiently, okay? And when your body receives a toxin into the body, all toxins, if they cannot eliminate it, will be stored in the fat cells, okay? So if you're just living off protein bars and powdered protein shakes, you will hit a wall. You can lose weight for a little bit, but you're going to hit a wall because you're not going to get the nutrients to help you build muscle, also to have optimal energy and just feel good. So really work on getting those vegetables, those nuts, seeds in your meal plan, as well as healthy quality proteins and some fruits as well. So you're getting the vitamins and nutrients and all the minerals you need to build that body that you're trying to structure, okay? Number 2, choose your starches wisely. All right, I'm not going to sit here and say carbs are bad. That's not true. But you have to understand the breakdown of the carbs. So when you eat a starch, let's say rice, bread, a potato, the starch is broken down into your body into glucose. Glucose is a form of sugar. So sugar is going to be received as a carbohydrate. It's going to turn into ATP, or adenosine tryptophosphate, which is basically an energy source for your body and for your muscles. Now, if you're already a little heavy, taking in more and more sugar to your body, you better be extremely active to where you're utilizing this energy, okay? You're utilizing this sugar. Otherwise, a lot of it is going to store as fat. Also, it's going to throw off your insulin levels and your glucose levels. So you have to understand where you're at. If you're someone who, let's say, is 30, 40 pounds overweight, you're going to want to keep your carbs extremely low for a while. Also, doesn't mean you can't eat carbs. You want to time them up properly, okay? So when you eat the carbs, first of all, it's going to be great to eat on right after long days of activity or long times of activity. So usually like around lunchtime, even a little bit of small dosage, sometimes as a snack after lunch, after your workout. These are good times to utilize those carbohydrates and get those in, okay? Remember, carbohydrates are going to produce in your body a lot of glucose and a lot of energy, so it has to be used. They're excellent. Carbs are excellent for building muscle. So that's going to be a big benefit of that. But once again, if you're trying to lose weight, you have to get to a point first if you're 40, 50 pounds overweight. Now, if you're someone who's kind of lean and you just, you maybe feel a little soft, and you only have like 10 extra pounds on you, you probably just need to get in a more balanced meal plan, I should say timing throughout your day, and you can have a few meals with some carbs in your meals, all right? Generally, you want to keep the carbs. It all depends on your size and your height and your weight to break down the exact macronutrients, but 30 to 40 grams of carbs, 2 to 3 meals a day is going to be good enough. But that's also going to depend on where you are basically at this moment, all right? So everybody's on a specific individual type of situation, so we'd have to sit down and talk about that. But just understand what these starches and carbs do. Now, when you choose carbs, there's better carbs to eat. Understand, green vegetables are carbohydrates as well, all right? White potato is not going to be as good as choosing a better carbohydrate, maybe like a sweet potato, okay, or some squash. So a little more colorful vegetables, more nutrients, and a little less dense in calories. But remember, if you're overweight, you need to limit your carbs. And that means you can up your quality fats. That's going to help you maintain your calorie level up, okay? Implementing better omega-3 fats such as avocados, coconut oil, Also, egg yolks is going to be good as well. Cage-free, pasture-raised eggs, so it's a quality egg. But implementing more fats, walnuts, almonds, things like that. That's number 2. Understand your starches and time them up at the right time, all right? Around your workout, middle of the day, on active days. Number 3 is also setting the proper time clock for your eating. So that's going to go along with listening to your intuition. So if you're someone who can go all day and not think about food, you're going to have to set yourself on a time clock, because you're not going to lose weight if you're just eating one meal a day and you're storing a lot of weight on your body right now, or you're storing some extra fat. If you've been doing this for a while, and if you just eat like a random snack or something at night, or just a little meal, and you're probably wondering why you're not losing weight. Well, the metabolism starts to slow, okay? So you have to start timing your meals to where you can start sparking that metabolism again, all right? So if you're someone who only eats like I'm not even gonna call it a meal, but like graze 1 or 2 times a day, you're not getting proper amount of protein and carbohydrates and good fats in your body, you wanna set up a time where you start eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner always at the same time throughout the day. So you can start getting that hunger feeling in your stomach, and your metabolism starts to crank up again, all right? It's good to feel hungry. It's good to feel that burning in the stomach. When you're feeling that hunger in your stomach, a hormone called ghrelin is released. And this is a great hormone for activating growth hormone, all right? So the growth hormone has many benefits, like I've talked about in other videos, of building muscle, burning fat, and making you feel young. It's a youthful sexual hormone, all right? So we need growth hormone. So there's nothing wrong with feeling a little hunger. So if you're a 1 time a day person, make sure that you're eating your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're getting into that sequence of timing every day, all right? Now, as you get more active, you might have to crank it up to breakfast, and then a little snack, and then lunch, and then a little snack, and then dinner, all right? To even rev up your metabolism even more. So that's gonna be very, very important. Now, if you're someone who's kind of lean and you tend to binge eating, which I've done a lot in the past, there's another way to where what I want to touch on is you need to be a little more intuitive with your eating. To where once you eat a solid meal and you know it's the proper amount of calories and macronutrients, you need to wait until you start to feel that hunger in your stomach again, which is probably going to be 2.5 to 4 hours, and then eat again. Don't just stuff yourself because you're bored and start to throw your metabolism all off, or overeat at the meal and then not be hungry until nighttime. Try to eat a balanced meal that fills you up but doesn't stuff you, and know that you're going to eat again at lunchtime, and get into that consistent routine, all right? That's going to keep your metabolism running, and the faster metabolism is going to help you burn more calories to maintain the energy that you need to go throughout the day, all right? So that's going to be very, very important. Make sure that you're timing out your meals. Number 4, keep it simple. I'm going to tell you, some of the best results I've seen people have is if you break down, you get a list of some healthy vegetables, some healthy proteins, and maybe some quality fats, and eat the same type of meal, protein, veggies, for lunch and dinner, the same type of meal and the same type of breakfast, and do that throughout the week, and then switch it up the following week. Why? I know it sounds boring, but when you keep it simple like this and you eat the same type of foods, and you can't go wrong with a protein and a veggie at a meal. Your body's going to assimilate it so fast. The protein's going to help build up your muscles and fuel your muscles. The vegetables are going to give you the nutrients and the fiber you need, and then you're done. When you do this, your body starts to assimilate the food faster, and it's going to suck it right up. It's going to recognize that food after you've eaten it a couple times or more frequently, and it's going to use all that energy for your muscles, for your activity throughout the day, for your basal metabolic rate, your normal metabolism. And then it's going to process it, use it, and then get rid of the stuff that it doesn't use. When you start hopping around and eating, which I've done many times, you eat a healthy meal, and then maybe you go and get a smoothie, and then you go get some nuts later, and then you have a different type of meal, a little heavier. If your body won't metabolize the food and assimilate it as fast. Now, I'm not saying just eat the same thing every day, but it's good to have a certain type of foods you're going to eat for that week, and then eat that all week. And then next week, or if you don't want to switch it up, stay with that. Switch it up and eat that all week. The same type of lunch and dinner, okay, or a similar breakfast. So create a little, I should say, like a little repertoire of breakfasts that you're going to have. 2 or 3 breakfasts that you would do at breakfast, 2 or 3 different types of lunch, and 2 or 3 types of dinners. and eat those similar things to get your metabolism revving and get your body used to eating the proper types of foods that you're giving it, and let it recognize so it can assimilate faster into your body. All right, so keep it simple. Protein and veggies, you can't go wrong. And another tip too, with the veggies, you can eat those unlimited amounts. Some people sometimes will have issues with the cruciferous vegetables that are raw. So I would suggest lightly cooking them, steaming, boiling, a little bit of saute, just to break down that fiber a little bit, and you're gonna have no problems. So cook your vegetables a little bit, and your body will process that even faster, okay? The nutrients are still gonna stay in there as long as you don't overcook them or burn them. So that's just one little tip, and you cannot go wrong with that. In terms of serving size, breaking down the exact nutrient, the macronutrients, like I was saying earlier, depends on your size, your weight, your body fat. So I can't do that over the video, but I'll give you a general way to measure is that if you just take a palm size of your protein, all right, and then 2 handfuls of vegetables each meal. If you do that 3 times a day, I guarantee you'll lose weight at the end of the week after 7 days. I guarantee that. So, and if you don't do it, please message me and leave a comment and cuss me out. So that's just one thing. A handful size protein, 2 handfuls of vegetables, you can't go wrong. All right. Cruciferous vegetables are the best. Switch it up. If you message me in the comment, leave a comment. I will send you a grocery list that I use for clients that drop weight fast. Okay. Leave a comment and message me, and I will send you an example of a grocery list that you could use. Okay, and that you can choose from to set up your meal plan. All right. Moving forward. The next one is water intake. The majority of people walk around, we are dehydrated, super dehydrated. All right, you're walking around, it's already, it's humid out, especially in the summer if you live in the South. You're working, you're running around, you're drinking coffee, things are, you have acidic, there's a lot of acidic foods and stuff that in beverages, so you're not getting enough water in. The water is so important. The body is 75% water, all right? Your muscles are 75% water. So also, water is going to help you flush out toxins. It's going to help you stimulate your metabolism. It's going to help you drop excess water, excess sodium in your body. So you got to make sure that you're getting proper amount of water. Now, the old rule is half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you're going to take in 50 ounces of water. Now, you may say that sounds ridiculous if you're someone who drinks 1 or 2 bottles of water a day. I would just suggest that you progress every week or 2. Increase a bottle a day per week. So if you're doing only 2 to 3 bottles a day right now, take it up to 4 or 5 bottles a day each week, go up a bottle. All right, so you can progressively go up so that you're not on the toilet peeing all day. Water intake is going to be extremely important. All right, you're going to help you build muscle. It's going to help you spark your metabolism. You're going to flush out toxins, and you'll lose weight just from upping your water. I know people who've lost weight just from starting to drink a gallon of water a day just on a week. I've seen some people call it the water diet or something. I mean, some type of catchy name, but you can lose weight just from increasing your water. So make sure your water is on point. And number 6 is sleep. All right. Proper sleep is so important. I've said this in a few different videos because it's so important when you're trying to transform your body and transform your life and your health. You have to get the beneficial amount of sleep. Beneficial amount of sleep means that you're getting deep sleep for at least 6.5 to 8 hours. All right, 7 to 8 hours, depending on how hard you sleep, and you have to get the proper amount of REM sleep, which comes about 2 hours into your sleep cycle. Okay, the deep REM sleep is when your body starts to restore and replenish itself. Okay, also growth hormone, once again, is released at that time, and growth hormone, the most youthful drug you can think of, helps you burn fat. It's going to help you pack on muscle, and it's going to help you feel young. All right, so it's going to completely replenish your body. This is released at sleep. At the times of the REM part of your sleep. Let's say if you're a 3 to 4 hour sleeper a night, or you're up and down all the time, what happens? Or, even better yet, unfortunately, if you work overnight, like I know a lot of people do in nursing fields and different fields, I know you gotta do what you gotta do. But if your sleep cycles are way off, cortisol levels start to go all through the roofs. Your cortisol levels are all high, which is a stress hormone that should only be released during the day when you're active and when the sun's out. If it's thrown out of balance, then you're going to start to have that belly, all right? Your insulin levels are going to be off, okay, which throws your blood sugar levels off, and you're just going to store weight, and your body's going to be in a starvation type of mode. So this happens from sleep. Just a couple quick tips on sleep. Try to sleep in the darkest room possible. Blackout curtains work wonders. You want it to be black. As soon as it's dark, melatonin is released, and that's going to help you sleep harder and deep and faster before you know it, all right? Blue lights, try to get those out of your house. We all have them, but try to get them out of your room, not out of your house. So make sure that they're at least blocked and they're covered up so you can hit that REM sleep. The smallest little blue light will affect you from hitting into REM sleep, all right? There's a lot of different research on that. You can do your own research on that. So make sure that your room is dark, 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 and don't sleep with the TV on. I know that, older generations used to that, but try to sleep with the TV off, all lights off, no blue lights, and blacked out curtains. That's gonna help you sleep harder and sleep deeper, okay? So these are just a few tips with some nutrition on how to help you shred up quick. And the thing about eating is it does take some discipline, okay? So understand that when you get into this routine, it's not a diet. It's a changing of lifestyle, all right? Start smooth, start slow. Even if you implement one of these strategies 1 week, and then the next week you implement another strategy, that's a big win, okay? You don't have to do it all in one day. Follow a program and do what you can do to change your lifestyle for the entire, all right, indefinite span, not for 30 days or 60 days in a yo-yo diet. All right, but this is gonna help you shred up. So I hope you guys got some tips from this and got some information that's gonna help you with your routine. If you got any questions, any comments on anything, let me know. Like I said, comment on the post and I will send you a grocery list that's gonna help you burn fat and change your body quickly. And I'll be back with you guys soon for more videos. Talk to you soon.